What's going on, everybody? It's your man, Chris Thorns. As always, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you're watching my content. And as always, like, comment, subscribe, and share. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been trying to get to this store for the past few days now, but work just been hectic, so I haven't had a chance to get it. But now that I have a chance to get to it, it's sadly that I just found out that this precious baby is no longer with us, or they think it may be her or whatnot. But y'all know how it goes with these stores. They find a body, and they say that it matches the person. 9 times 10 it is the person. So we have a 4-year-old here, a missing child that's dealing with autism. That's what makes it even sadder. She was dealing with autism, and she was nonverbal. I can't say their name at the bottom, but they say her nickname is NEEGEE. So I'm just going to call it NEEGEE, and this news clip going to say her name. But I think I'd be more comfortable saying NEEGEE just for the sake of not messing up her name or whatnot. So what we're hearing is that the body, fit the description of this girl, was found in a pond. You know, this baby was reported missing, and come to a devastating end that they have found this child in a pond. So without further ado, guys, I want you to hear what's going on with this. And sorry, I kind of got to be quick with it as well, so I'm do what I can in this little time that I have, right? But always rest for sure, I am going to come back with updates with it or whatnot, okay? All right. Oh, well, I got to do a refresh. Hold on. Okay, guys, I'm back. Sorry about that. I had to get past the ad. You know, it's one of them websites that if you don't do nothing for a while, an ad just pop up automatically. So here we go right here. I want to hear what's going on with this story, and let's have a listen, guys.
Thanks for inviting us in on this Friday night. We want to begin tonight with this breaking news. A devastating and heartbreaking end in this search for a missing 4-year-old girl. Police in Plainfield are telling us tonight they have pulled the body of a child that matches the description of Fiedwenya Fiefe. Police say the official ID will come from the coroner. This little girl was known as NEEGEE. She went missing yesterday afternoon. Her parents say NEEGEE has autism and was nonverbal. Our Logan Gay joins us live tonight from the neighborhood where this little girl's body was discovered tonight. Logan?
Yes, Sky, it's a very sad outcome for what neighbors were hoping will be a more positive one. All throughout the day, hundreds of volunteers have walked this community and the surrounding areas looking for the 4-year-old. And just right now, you can see that the crime tape is down, but just hours earlier, this area was roped off. You can see all that right here. What you're looking at are a few people on the other side of this pond who were closely examining a grate in the pond. And at the time, most law enforcement had left, but some neighbors were still searching the area. One of those neighbors made a call, and not long afterward, emergency crews were back out here and roping off the area with crime tape. Neighbors stood around anxiously waiting for news. Law enforcement focused on that area around that grate, and that's where I saw them pull a body from the pond. Police say the body matches the description of Fiedwenya Fiefe. This tragedy has hit a lot of the volunteers hard who are praying for a miracle.
And I have children of my own too, and you just can't imagine something like that happening.
When you're on a search like this, you never know, going through woods and unknown territory, what you might find, what you might see. And you know, having a daughter, that's terrifying.
Now, many of these neighbors who live in this neighborhood have cameras on their homes, and after that body was pulled from the pond, one neighbor took a second look at his cameras, and he told me that after looking once more, he saw Fiedwenya walk towards the pond, and now he had contacted police to let them know, and they're investigating. But you can see that this tragedy has touched so many people in this community, and Plainfield police are asking that people remember that and keep her family in their prayers. Back to you.
We've been getting a lot of questions tonight about why this was a silver alert for this missing 4-year-old and not an amber alert. There are big differences between these two alerts. Amber alerts are for children under the age of 18, believed to have been abducted and in danger. Police also need to have information about a suspect and their car to issue an amber alert. Silver alerts are for missing and endangered adults or children. They're much more common for missing people. In fact, it wasn't until just last year when silver alerts were expanded to include kids. In both situations, these alerts have to be issued by police.
So, you know, golly, this is sad because you know, when I first heard this, I'm like, man, what did the parents do now? What did these parents do now? But according to what one of the neighbors said, they saw this baby walking to the pond, so the baby was alone. I'm assuming, you know, somehow she slipped out where she supposed to have been, in an apartment where she supposed to have been. She slipped out and walked down there to that pond, you know. So I guess in that aspect of it, I guess they clear because they didn't put the baby in the pond or whatnot. But however, though, I guess you would still have to ask the question, or whoever was caring for the baby, you know, how did she get out like that? How she was able to walk down in the pond without any supervision or whatnot, you know. So, man, that's sad. So I guess one side you can rule out the parents, but then again, you got to ask the question you know, how did that baby get out like that just to walk towards the pond? That's sad, man, for real. Wow, that's sad. You know, 4 years old, baby got autism, can't speak, so she hit that water, wasn't nothing she could say. But then again, you know, if she was to scream, who probably could hear her? You know, depending on who all was outside that day, if anybody was outside at all. You know, and these apartments right here look kind of familiar, because I'm thinking I did a store at the apartment before where a boy had drowned in the pond. I don't know. They look like they may be the same apartments, but I don't know. I had to go back and check down my YouTube timeline and see, I think his name was Zacchaeus, something like that. That he supposed to have drowned in the pond as well. Okay. Whew. Ladies and gentlemen, you know, I preach the same message all the time, man. We have to be careful when it comes to these children. We got to keep our eyes on them children, and you know, especially the ones that got disabilities like that. You know, you just got to pay attention, man. You just got to pay attention, you know. And again, these folks that had nothing to do with it, then my heart goes out to them. You know, I can be first and the heart goes out to them, but I still just want to know, you know, how did that baby get out like that to walk down to that pond, you know? Whew. Man, that's sad. Search crews in Plainfield believe they have found the body of a 4-year-old girl who has been missing since Thursday. Crews located the body of a child that matches the description of Fiedwenya Fiefe, also known as NEEGEE, in a bottle of water in the Legacy Farms neighborhood Friday evening. The child's identified with, well, they got identified, but I guess it's supposed to be identity, would be confirmed by Hendricks County Coroner officers, police said. Fiefe, who was known as NEEGEE, was reported missing from the neighborhood around 2 p.m. Thursday. We ask that the public please keep NEEGEE family in their thoughts and prayers and respect their privacy at this time. Plainfield police wrote on Facebook Friday evening. Excuse me. A civil alert had been issued for Fiefe shortly after police and firefighters reported they were searching for the girl on Thursday. Police said surveillance video showed the girl leaving her house and walking west. Her family told police that she has autism and is nonverbal, frequently tries to leave her house. Oh, wow. From what I gather, this is a misunderstanding between mother and grandmother on who was watching her at the time, and this has happened a couple of times before. Oh, Lord. Said Plainfield Police Deputy Chief John Aldridge. Fiefe is described as 3 feet 5 inches tall and weighs 35 pounds. She was last seen wearing a long pink dress or a nightgown. We would never stop searching until we find it. Well, okay, I guess that leading into when she first went missing. Okay, precious baby. Wow. Well, guys, I guess I just got my question answered. But see, here's go the mom and the grandma's confused about who probably been watching her, you know. Things may go, but it could be something, but it could be nothing. I don't know. But that's crazy. Well, crazy, not so crazy, that they say this baby has done this a few times before trying to get out the house. So which means now, they should either heighten your senses up even more. Excuse me. Heighten your senses up even more. You know, to make sure this child's safe. But nevertheless, regardless, the child isn't here no more. This is sad. Rest in peace, young NEEGEE. God, as always, leave your thoughts in your comments, and wow, stay tuned for updates. On your man Chris Thorns. Peace out.